This is for my friends, family, and the maybe people I'm going to be meeting. Maybe. Okay, so we'll start off with friends, family. Oh, and people I met, for example, last year, friends as well, I suppose, but not quite friends. I hope deeper. I think I established with things with them that were deeper, and I didn't. I purposely said I'm not there to meet friends. Now, I'm not saying that, I want shallowness. No, 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 no. I want depth. Okay? And I've managed to, I think, we have managed, because you can't tango alone, alright, with Tav and Sophia. Now, they have gone off into the distance, and because they're so busy, or I have gone into the distance, Cornwall, middle of nowhere, alright, teaching. It's like working down the mines, okay? Alright? And these guys live in the city, busy, social stuff, world, economics, really on the edge, fresh, live, blah, blah, blah. And I'm in a mine, okay? Minefield, that's what it's like, it's a minefield. Anyway, but not for the next 2 weeks, I hope. Anyway, I think they're still kind of engaged with me a little bit. And the same with Malading, I think. I think I engaged Malading. And maybe Hugh as well, actually, although that was a very short-term contact. And I don't think I've quite managed to make a connection with John, but I hope so. But I don't think so. I think John just looks at me and no. And Simon. Now. Okay. I learnt Tai Chi by copying this guy. This guy would just kind of do the moves, and I just copied him. Okay, and that's what you do. When I did maths, I'd copy whatever it was. I did it right. That's what you do. You just copy. Okay. At some stage or other, you kind of play around with what you've copied. You get kind of creative with it. So I learned, and they're a different medium. All right. So when you're doing tango, I kind of got the principle. Now, how did I get the principle? This guy kind of showed me in the 3 lessons, and the third one I got it. Okay. Again, I kind of copied him. Okay, and then I put it into action in my own self, my own existence. And then after that, it was the women, constantly dancing with women, that I learned how to do tango. Okay. Teaching. Some people showed me, demonstrated how to teach, and in a group manner, group work, investigations, just not like the way I was taught. So I had the way I was taught, repetition, rote learning, and then suddenly all this other stuff, and wow. And I learnt that, and I put that into action in classes and stuff. And the way I learnt about learning was interacting with kids, okay, in classes, and doing supply work, from just seeing kids for 1 hour to maybe a few hours in a week, or maybe over several months. And I learned all these different, I just experimented, and it was the kids who taught me how to teach a class. Okay. And, or I did, for example, a lot of, tutoring. Okay. I did like 20 students a week tutoring. And although there was theory about NLP and how people learn and all this kind of stuff, it was really just interacting with these students that I learned how to improve, how people were learning and how to improve them. So do you see, you get kind of insight into something, you just copy something, and then you put it to practice, and then you just kind of repeat it. And what you do is you learn from the conditions. So tango, it's with a new person learning. With teaching, it's a new class. With tutoring, it was a new student. So so I spent a lot of my time, disappearing off to, for example, Portugal and recording huge amount of tracks, jaxing, I managed to persuade people to do maybe about 20, 30, 40 maybe, tracks, about 6 people, 7 people, 8 people maybe now, 9 people, to try a bit of jaxing, but they haven't really caught on, and it hasn't they haven't got a feedback loop which has been positive yet. It's a shame. But I've got like hundreds of my tracks, alright? And I learned a lot by doing that. And I think that if I provide people with, it's not like there is one, because I had difficulty with this, because I produced compilations of what I thought was the best, maybe. But I had difficulty. I would go, oh, that's quite nice, that's quite nice, not so good, that's quite nice. That's my own judgment, okay? But it depends on the listener. It's jaxing is so much about the listener. So therefore, for the talker to decide, it's just like, no, it's just making sense. So it should be like, I say, right, okay, listen to this. Okay, and they listen to one track, and then, okay, what do you think? What do you get? Does that make any sense? Or, okay, da-da-da-da. And then give them another track. And you choose which track, depending on how they're responding. Okay, or, if I know the person a little, I can say, okay, for this person, okay, these tracks. And then hopefully it makes some kind of sense. Okay. I really believe that it's just kind of, it's on the learner side. And if people are not proactive, kind of copying, then there's nothing for me to give feedback on. So if I was tutoring a kid, and a kid's not kind of like doing something or other, then I'm, not contributing. And what I have to get them is to contribute a little, to stutter out a word, half a a smidgen. And then just for that tiny little smidgen, I go, good. And then I try to work with that. And before you know it, they're just enlightened because they're managing to communicate a concept to me, just because I've kind of teased it out of them. Oh, this is related to this job, so I'm kind of doing the 100-minute thing. I keep on doing that. I'm such an I kind of forget. All right, let's keep track of what I'm talking about. 6:30 in the morning, so do forgive me. I've been ill all week, and I'm still kind of lingering somewhere in me. Right. I learned from a lot from these kids. I'm learning a lot. That I'm hoping to present lots of material in a way. And the idea is that there's a continuity in the quality of the live experience of, for example, if it's tango with a partner, in a class with a bunch of people tutoring this with a student. Okay, and I think that the jaxing is also a similar mechanism. Lots and lots of things tracked from an individual, but you kind of make your way through what you think sounds good. So if you had like an entire list of titles, what's this one? You listen to that, okay. What's this one? Okay. And it's to do with the quality of music. You like the music and the title. Somehow or other, go, okay, what's that? And hopefully after a few tracks, and you do an album, you go, okay, that's it. Right. The next thing that I'm going to do in the future is that I'm going to learn to experiment with people. Okay, just adults, just normal people, in a completely free way. Okay. I just go walking about, just meeting people. And hopefully, I'm going to experiment. Hopefully I'm going to learn, right, how to put certain things into practice. Okay, so I've got certain principles, I think, and I hope. And if I get it right, interesting things will occur. Okay, and hopefully I will learn a lot of stuff in the same way I learned tango and I've learned teaching and so on and so forth. Hopefully I'm going to learn a lot from that experience. And for people that I'm meeting, I suppose, I've just met, that's what I'm intending to do. Okay? So it's like an experiment, but it's an experience. And unlike an experiment, which is to do with objects, an experience, it's an invitation. It's definitely an invitation for people to participate in. And then I can kind of like give feedback on, and we share and we create things together. And we are equals. When I was a tutor, I kind of know stuff and I'm helping somebody. But this is us sharing things and we're learning as we go along. Kind of more like tango, where, it's kind of like just learning stuff. Yeah. So, is that good? Right, so there's an invitation here. Could you please listen to a few Jax tracks? I might produce a CD for each person specifically. Could you do me the favor of listening to them, please? I don't think people have. I don't think the stuff that I've produced and I've put on the internet, I don't think people bother. So if I said, you know, this isn't going to happen very much, I'm about to disappear, could you please listen to this sometime over the next couple of years or something, because I kind of need some help. I kind of, you know, I've produced a video saying I failed, so